Hey people, I was looking for a picture of a black bull and this popped up on top and it fit perfect with what I was reading. So in ancient Egypt, the bull was the most sacred of God of heaven. And the different colors will give it a different meaning. And so back was the black-haired bull. Back. And what it meant is when you saw a black bull, it meant it was an angry bull. And so the generic term is neg. You can see it here, the Naggah, N-G-A-U. And so when you see a bull with his horns at an angle, if you put a line across the top of them horns, see it's closer to 45 degrees. The rest of them will be about level. This means an angry bull. It means he's looking over his shoulder at you, and he's probably going to charge. He's not happy you're in his field. And so that could be shown as a black bull. But you can see here is the Naggah, the neg, N-G. And so this is the share, and a purr as in perch. And so they got this word purr mixed up in the Bible. They got it meaning bull, P-R, with a couple other words. But purr is actually the house in Egypt. It was the perch. So the perch is the house of the birds. And that's why all them Egyptians got bird heads. It's their house. The purr, the share, purr. And so this is the same place where we get fractions from. Purr, as in 2/3 is 2 per 3. 2 in a house of 3 would be 2/3. So this back was a black-haired bull and represented as wild, and he's probably gonna gore you, so you better get back out of my field. That's where we got this word back from. Get back. It's not safe. The back. Get back. So the process of the language change is constantly going on, and I'm pretty sure I have it logged in a movie several years ago where I looked up the word vios, and it plainly meant to see. And when I search it now, I have to search hard, but it says you saw God. But if I put this on the second line here, you can see it changes to vios. It has no more meaning. It doesn't give me an option. You can see it here, vios, V-I-O-S, vios, and it means to see. And if you look at the letter meaning chart, it plainly says vav, connect, yod, to make, ayin, to see, the eye, shin, to consume. To make the eye consume means to see. Vios, lucidify. L-U-X-D-Q-I-E. Lucidify. To see more clearly. Lucidify. If you was gonna take some muddy water and drip some bleach in it, it will clear that liquid up so you could see through it. And that's to lucidify. To lucidify, explain this to me. Lucidify, please. Please explain to me why you're poking all these darts in me. Vios lucidify. Vios lucidify, and this B doesn't have the dot in it, so it's pronounced V, VN. And then this tack has me read this backwards and then forward. So now this is VEN-N, V-N-E-N-O-N. And so venin on. And so vendor sells. And so venin is to sell. To sell on the canon. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm selling on the canon. This is the canon and the law, the writings. Vios lucidify. Please help me see more clearly. Venin on canon, the QRNI, VRZ. This is carnivores, VRZ. The carnivores, and then the L is of. The carnivores of, to question, to yammer. And so this is VI is in Y, and Y means a question. It can mean who or how, but it's vi amar, vi the question word. It means to question. To question karma, K-E, and then reads backwards and forwards with this tack, R-M-A. The karma Mari have, or more you. The karma more you Baal, B-A-L-E-T, Naggah, where it says you shall go, the Ballet of Naggah. So the Ballet of Naggah means it's the dance of the bull. It's the dance between the fighter and the bull. To question the karma, more you dance of the bull, to more, and then on the way back, this is a final M, and so it's, when it's beginning, it's a M, but it looks more like the S, so it reads as a S on the way back. So it's M-R-A backwards, but on the other way it's A-R-S-O-D. In the Ballet Naggah, to more are, to M-R-A-R, more are sad, and then reads backwards and forwards. From talk, from T-L-K-L-T-S, from talklets, and that's a little play on word like from chocolates. From talklets, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the karma that you getting from the ballet with the bull. So when your Bible says, thus says the Lord, there's a different word that comes up after this karma often. It'll use the word Adoni for the Lord. And so now it's the karma. It doesn't have the text, so just read over here, and this starts with A and it reads backwards. In day, and the word following this will begin with the Y, and so it's I-N-D-A-Y. The karma in the day. But when you see it like this in Isaiah 10:24, it's the K-E with the tack, M-R-A, the karma, and then reads back the other way, M-R, starts with an A, so it reads backwards, I-N-D-A. The karma Miranda. Miranda is a summons to court. The karma Miranda, to come in the day. And you'll usually see that followed by another word. That's why it has two words for the Lord here. The karma Miranda. In the karma in the D-A-Y. Karma Miranda have. This Y now goes with the end of this D-A. To the karma more in the day have. Side and out. When you stand in front of God and you're inside out looking at everything that you did. The karma in the day. So I was looking for this base word, and it comes up twice here, and it's the Naggah, N-G-H, Naggah, and it's talking about when it's time to stone the bull. So in India, a Naggah is pure, without sin, and so being that's in names, you would name your children what you saw that day so you can remember. And so without sin would mean with no moon, during a new moon. There was no there was no sun and there was no moon in the night, you know. So that's a good thing if you're on a boat and you're shooting stars. When there's no moon, it's really dark and you can see the stars real well. And the only other place that I've heard this sure Naggah, like a renege, is if you're playing cards and you played a card you wasn't supposed to, and you had reneged. This means you redeal. You done redid the deal. You said you didn't have no spades before, you know, so you renege. So a nig would be deal, and that's probably the other place I heard it was old car dealers saying was a sure nigga. I mean, it was a sure deal that you was going to make that sale. So this final M reads as a S, either S or from, to learn from, or was in the past. So was sure nigga who Mike Mall sells from. And so it was a sure thing that who Mike Mall. And so it looks like this is the name of the bull who Mike Mall was Mike Mall. And so he set out in the field and he might maul, he might not, but on this day it was a sure thing. And that's what he was selling. We would, W-E-W-O-D, we would involve to. That means it was a sure thing that Mike Ma was selling, and we would be involved to, that he was coming for us. Will ism renew? Ism is you put it behind a word and it means a belief in, an ism. And so your belief in will renew. It's like there's no atheist in a foxhole. This bull's coming at you and you praying to God. You done renewed your ism. We from it. We emit. To emit. Coming out of you. To see of this learn. You done learned something that when you in fear that your ism is renewed. This where is fell. And so this ISQL is fell is it's where we get a lot of our words. Shall be stoned, to make squeal, to make squeal, or to kill it on the spot is fell there. You fell that tree. Is drop, is fell. Or it goes with the next word over here, the UGS. Is flog, F-L-U-G-S, is flogs, is flogged. Is flogged from, to flog, to beat it. And other places it usually comes after S-Q-W-L, squell, to squell a problem. And guess, and this has the tack, so the next one reads backwards and forwards. And so it's now W-I-L-O-B-O-L-I-U. So it's abolish. Will abol you. So somebody who didn't know that would be reading that through straight, and they would think that was in allow. In all make to, in allow. So if you didn't know the tack, you would have an opposite meaning, because this is not allow, but this is now in a ball, abolish, in a ball you empty. And so this you empty is it looks like the word for day with a T on the end of it, the yum, to make connect from mark. So the day of mark in this day, to make, to abolish. No more messing with Mighty Mall, with Shornig who might maul. This is the last day. We're going to abolish this practice because this is where you fell. It's fell. Where you done went back to your ism. You renewed your faith, and to admit, to see of this learn, this where is fell. It comes up again at the last line of this chapter. It says of new dock is where, NUDOKISWR. Of new dock is where. It's like you're on the list of things to do for the day in a courthouse. Would be a docket. Of the new dock is where. Naggah who might from well. You can see it has a W in it this time. It changed a little bit. The might well sells from. Might as well sell. Will ism renew and allow. So you can see that this is the same word now, but it doesn't have the attack in the word in front of it, so now it's in allow. Will ism renew and allow. The cells is less sure that this where we might tie I well to. The cells is less sure that this where we might tie I well to, like farewell to might, to tie Tieye, to tie I well to. The last time you tie eyes, to farewell, to tie I to. So you're less sure that you want to, is less sure that this where I want to end it. Of new dock is where. Naggah who might well sells from. Will ism renew and allow. Souls is less sure that this where we might tie I well to. So you can see in this word that has kept it confined. You can break it down into 3 words. Is, more, new. And so if you kept something confined in its box, when you take it out, it is more new. Is more new and allow. Like that's where they got this is kept confined from. In allow. The cells is less sure that this where we might make I well too. Alright, I'm going to cut this off here. And I was looking for the word animal when I found this. And it's actually animal, and it's spread out. It's written a couple different ways, but it's in 2 or 3 words when they make it. And I'm going to try to backtrack and find out where I was there before I got here. Alright, good day.